Hello everybody, and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more Metaphor ReFantazio, and we are going into the Charadrius. Charadrius, whatever it's called. We're going in. And we're going to have a good time. Wish me luck. Alright, you three ready?
Let's go.
First, we'll need to make our way through the crew quarters. We've really got to keep our wits about us to succeed at this. Alright, so crew quarters is going to be first. So, crew quarters, let's see what we need to set up for first for crew. Large salva. Port, bridge, starboard. So let's see, were you the first one? So poison and burn is going to be our first. Poison and burn, okay.
Run if you want, but you can't escape my aim.
Okay, and as a general, we can give you that fiery strike, which I think has a higher chance of burn than regular.
All right.
Yep, may inflict burn. Okay. Okay, Racunda would be good, Medi. And then I could give you Poison Shot so that you can use that as well. Tarunda could be good, because he's going to be hitting really, really hard.
All right. All right.
Okay, I might want you to be doing some Knight's Proclamations. Decreases hit and evasion, that might be good.
All right.
Okay, I don't know if Forget would be one that he is also would also be good for him, but maybe we'll just try Bot. I don't actually know if Bot has a very good chance of doing burn, because it doesn't specifically say so like the Fiery Strike does, but I don't know, maybe we'll try it. Did he have an axe? So Gunner might actually be a problem. We'll see. We might have to change Gunner though. He doesn't have to be a Gunner. We could just give him Poison Strike on a different class. Well, let's try it for now. We'll see what happens.
You see?
To procure the keys, we shall need to defeat whoever is in charge of each area.
Oh.
Well, Slipping into Louise's private quarters and stealing the formula. A mad plan to be sure, but it seems we've little recourse. We should expect a great many guards within. Care must be taken with every step, lest we rouse suspicion.
Got it?
Well, we've got to secure a route to Louise's private quarters. That's the only way we're going to get our hands on the curse
What do
formula.
you think?
Well, shall we sneak into Louise's gauntlet runner?
Then,
Well, let's proceed carefully. We don't want to raise any suspicions.
So,
All right, you know the plan. The formula is deep within this stronghold, and we've got to get to it somehow. Our lives are forfeit the moment they discover our true intentions. It would be wise to gather information from the other soldiers.
let's go.
The crew quarters are just down this way and to the right. Let's make our way there.
All right.
So are we only going to be doing boss fights? Is that it? So, like, each of these individuals, we're just going to fight them on their own and then
Hey, you.
not have to fight anybody else? Oh, that damn sergeant from hell gave me a proper beating. Can barely recognize me own face anymore. Your brains ain't have muscles enough, he said. I'm just out here trying to do right by Lord Louise. Just wait. One day I'll catch that bastard when he's sleeping and make sure he don't ever wake up. Damn, okay. Well, the other day I walked into the maintenance chief's room by mistake. That mule-headed bastard shouted at me until he was hoarse. He was furious. He's just worried about the times leaving his old arse behind. That or he's anxious about all the spies Forden has about these days.
Hey,
Oi, mate, did you hear? Master Sergeant, you know, the drunk? Well, he got absolutely smashed and then took out an enemy gauntlet runner with a cannon. He never misses a chance to fight, does he? Maybe it's because he's never lost? He'd be a force to be reckoned with if he could put down the bottle.
that reminds me.
I heard Juna sing the other day and instantly fell for her. Just couldn't help it. No wonder Lord Louise is with a woman like that. Our ranks host some downright obsessive fans of the songstress, and first and foremost among them has got to be that helmsman. Hey, new guy, no loafing about. The chief ain't shy about reprimanding the reprobates. Or worse. Lost count of all the poor sods he tortured to death in just the last year. You never see him coming, so straighten up.
This place.
Okay, we don't have access. Yeah, this is definitely a very, very different way to handle a main dungeon, isn't it? Don't even think about going into the back room. It's off limits. To bottom-run grunts like us. Sneaking in? That's a good one. Come off it, mate. Those guards ain't letting you through.
What the hell's that?
You the rookie? Hate to be the one to break it to you, but no one here's going to take it easy on you just because you're a kid. You seize your role, then you perform it with your own two hands. That's how Lord Louise does things.
Oh, that's just great.
You see the way the Magnus brothers zipped up the ladder? Would love to do the same, but I gotta tell you, I'm sick of all this damned grunt work. Soon enough, though, we'll do something worthy of the sergeant's attention. Then we'll get to work in the cushy areas further inside.
really now?
I heard about you lot. You're the new recruits. To be one of us, you've got to put your life on the line for Lord Louise. If you so much as think of double-crossing us, well, it'll be the last thought you have.
Oi!
Halt, where do you think you're going? You lot are the new recruits I've been hearing about, aren't you? Rank and file ain't allowed into restricted areas. Don't make me repeat that.
Oh, no.
Really? Why are they restricted? Because that's the rule. That's why. It's for ranking officers only, like Sergeant Xanth. You've got no business going back to his quarters. So if you're all caught up, get your arse back to your post. Come back if you manage to make a name for yourself around here.
What the?
Sergeant Xanth, isn't he that hulking brute that got in our faces earlier? So he's the one in charge of the crew quarters area. 'Twould be a fool's errand to try to convince those obstinate guards to let us pass. Perhaps our fists would make a more compelling argument.
Don't!
No, if you make a scene here, then we'll get found out instantly. We have to think of another way. How might we stay out of the guard's sight?
I see.
Well, if they ever leave their post, perhaps that's when we could slip in. Maybe the other soldiers around here know something? Let's ask around.
Then...
Take it and decide its purpose later.
Okay.
What now?
Okay, it doesn't look like it's better. So 237, 220 can be purified. So after it's purified, it might be worth more, depending on what ability it might have.
The hell?
Guards chase you off? Of course they did. They're not gonna take a kid like you seriously. A rookie's gotta make a name for himself, you know? Give the rest of us a reason to remember your face. All right,
What you need?
who wants to brawl?
Come on.
You really want to the back room no matter what, eh? Curious lot, ain't you? Well, if you really want in there that badly, I'd wager you could sneak in when the guards ain't around, assuming such a thing is possible, mind
What
you.
need?
Hey,
How's about you and me have a drink here tonight? We don't get any real breaks, so nothing beats getting hammered to hell and back, you know? Couldn't hurt to invite the 2 door guards along as well. Heard one say they brought some of the good stuff in today. Saw the guards giving you a hard time, you know? They aren't all that bad as it goes. Just get a little drink in them and they'll warm right up to you.
What should we do?
So what's our next course of action? 'Twould seem that there are indeed some cracks within their vigilance. I've got an idea, just watch. An idea? What are you planning, Stroll? Getting them drunk.
Oi!
You again? I'm only gonna say this once more. You're not allowed back there.
no.
Sir, I wouldn't dream of going back there. You misunderstand. I only came back to talk to you. To learn from an esteemed senior crewmate. Huh? You want to do what now? Well, you do seem like a stand-up chap.
That reminds me.
Well, I've heard you've got quite the discerning palate. Think I might join you for a drink or two? I could learn a lot from someone of your pedigree. Why didn't you tell me you were a fellow connoisseur? Shift's not quite up yet, but what the hell, one drink couldn't hurt.
Yes.
Whoa.
Stroll actually did it. Nobles really do know how to schmooze.
All right.
Well, we should seize this opportunity, this opening. Go
Wait.
now. Hold a moment, we'll stand out if we move as a group. And we know precious little about what's beyond that door. I believe this calls for reconnaissance. One of us ought to go ahead as a scout. Once they are assured the area is clear of prying eyes, they call for the rest to follow. Agreed? 'Tis a sound plan, though it raises the question, who will we send
What
out?
do you think?
Well, Captain? Heisme seems like the best choice for this, doesn't he? If we're not asking Gallica to do it, it's Heisme, right?
That's fine.
Ah, superb. Clandestine operations are my forte, after all. And yet Louise employs nary a you chief beyond yourself. Should you be spotted, will you be able to maintain our deception?
Sure.
Ah, she's right. If you got spotted, we wouldn't be able to talk our way out of it. This might be one situation where you stand out too much, Heisme. Then it would seem that scouting duty is not for me. We should think further on our
What do you
choice.
think?
All right, guess it's me. No, that's reassuring. I have full confidence in your abilities. I agree with Heisme. You will undoubtedly succeed. I hate to burden you with further responsibilities, but you are the best suited for the
Right?
task. And besides, it's your job to grab the curse's formula anyway. No need to fear. I'll be with you all the way. Okay, going
We're off.
solo is interesting. Well, Stroll's still distracting the sentry. Go now while we have the chance. I wonder if we're gonna have to fight without Stroll. Oh my gosh.
All right.
I hope you realize this'll be the tough part. That room up there is Sergeant Xanth, and he's in charge of this area.
What should we do?
And it looks like there's a decent amount of guards around. How should we secure a route without getting noticed? Knock out the guards?
All good.
Nice and clean. I like the sound of it. It's just a little mean, but they don't leave us much choice. Once we knock out all the guards, our infiltration route will be secure. Then we can safely get everyone in there. You need to get closer to the guards without them noticing you, then ambush them from behind and knock
Okay.
them out. I'll help you with my face sight too. If we work together, we'll get this done in no time. There are guardsmen patrolling the inside of the Charadrius. If you enter their field of vision, you will be captured. Without being seen, approach the enemy from behind and catch them off guard by pressing X to stun them. You can also use L2 face sight for a wider view. Now, with the aid of face sight, stun all the enemies to secure an infiltration route for your
Give it a
allies.
shot. Watch out! Okay. I knew it! Amazing! Watch out!
Okay, not gonna be able to go that way.
Okay? Okay then. Yeah! All right!
Well, that's all of them. Bet all those guards weren't expecting to clock out this early. Xanth's quarters are in the back. I'll go call everyone over. How'd
Can I
Stroll
come in?
get through? Hang on a sec. Let me see if I can sense anybody inside. Someone's in there and they're alone. Now's our chance. Well, let's take care of him quickly. The guard from earlier is probably still passed out drunk, but a commotion would bring others running. Okay. Sergeant Xanth's key. I need to obtain the key that Sergeant Xanth holds in order to secure an infiltration route to Louise's
That
room.
reminds me.
Do you remember what the informant told us about Xanth? He was described as a huge man, clad in armor. He must be the guy who hassled us earlier, right? We should avoid trying to overpower a guy like that. The informant mentioned that a different strategy, like using poisons or burns, might be more effective. If we follow the intel we got, we should be able to handle Xanth. Let's take care of him before we get found out and this whole plan goes
Ready?
belly up. Let's get into Sergeant Xanth's chamber. Ready?
Right.
Let me save. We've only got one shot at this. Let me know once you're ready to go. If you think I'm not gonna save, come on, bro. Okay, was he the one that also could stun us with his attacks? Or daze us, I mean?
What now?
Ready? Yep.
Let's do this.
You there!
And what the blazes do you lot think you're doing? I don't recall clearing the rank and file to set foot in here. Wait, I recognize you. You're the little runs from before. It's no wonder you haven't got any manners. You've just brought yourself 10,000 push-ups.
No.
Oh, no, sir. We're here on business. Yes, very official business.
What's the meaning of this?
Business, he says. Spit it out, then. I'd love to know what business a bunch of wet behind-the-ear recruits have with Sergeant Xanth. We wish to borrow a key from you. You do possess a key that grants access to the area beyond this one, correct?
Come again?
Oh, I'd expect a better story than that. You think I'm stupid enough to just hand my key over? Oh, we beg your leniency, sir. As we are new to Louise's service, we wish to familiarize ourselves with his runner in hopes of better performing our duties. Well, if you were half as clever as you are bold, you'd know power is everything around here. And I've got no mind to entertain requests from boot scrapers. You want that door, you'd better have the guts to back it up. Get this through your thick skulls. Weaklings have no business in Louise's army. So, to put it another way, if we show you how powerful we are, you'll lend us the key?
What's this?
Are you daft? You must be if you're challenging the mighty Sergeant Xanth. Damn right we are. Bold and stupid. You don't seem to value your lives much, do you? No matter, I'll beat some sense into you.
You there!
It's clear that you ain't gonna learn nothing unless it hurts, so I'm gonna straighten you out like a smithy on a sword, by clanging your heads together.
Right.
How fortuitous for us then. We've our own business to attend to after all. We shan't be defeated here.
Let's do it.
We need to take him down before the guards outside wake up, or we're dead meat. Let's wreck him.
Draw and have at me!
I'm gonna tan your hides, greenhorns. You'll think twice before disobeying me again. Alright.
We're in deep trouble if we let him call his allies.
I hope
Strike fast and take him out before he can do anything.
I hope the turn count is nice enough.
Now, show me what you can do. On guard!
Crush Xanth in 3 turns or less. Wow, very few turns. Dude, he really is so big. Holy shit.
General! I need General! Blaze!
Vitus power!
Oh boy.
Come on!
Gunner!
Do we think he has any weaknesses?
I call the lightning!
I need more turns.
To the rear, Gov! Let justice prevail! I'll run you through!
Hulkenberg!
Hellfire!
Just a scratch.
That's not quite a third.
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
Okay, but the poison will get us there, I think.
I won't hold back! Maybe not.
Seeker! I've got my own tricks.
Are you prepared? Is that a hit?
Charging in! Oh, power of heroes!
Extreme physical electric damage to one enemy, one-time weakness to electric.
I'm counting on you!
Burst forth!
Hulkenberg's ploy exposed a new weakness!
Take this.
What?
Oh, power of kings! Apologies! Would you finish it?
By this power. Still here? I shall vanquish evil. The power of lightning!
Just a scratch.
Keep it up, Stroll! Allies, together!
We'll team up! No, burn!
Damn, 1,000 on that hit.
Not bad.
You're damn right.
A halfway decent result.
Okay, we did it on the third turn. I like it.
Such strength.
Ugh, beaten by half-wit little shites. Can't believe this. What in the hell was that magic? Powers like that with no igniter doesn't make any damn sense. I consider our strength amply demonstrated. Now then, the key.
What?
No, I refuse. You're mad if you think I'm handing it over. You know, I wonder what Lord Louise would have to say about you losing to half-wit little shites. Doesn't seem very becoming of an officer of your station, does it?
What?
Wait, I get it, alright? I'll lend you the key. Just keep your bloody mouth shut. Okay, Sergeant's Magla key. Alright, you are not to breathe a word of this to Lord Louise, or to any of the other soldiers. I'm sorry, are you still barking orders? Did you forget that we just wiped the floor with you? Whatever. Come on, let's use this to get to the crew quarters.
Alright.
Obtain Sergeant Xanth's key. We did it. A little closer to Louise's room.
Nice!
Well, we got the key. Now we can get into the next area, so let's hurry.
Hey,
What?
It was a mere stroke of luck that allowed you to defeat the great Xanth, so if you know what's good for you, you'll not be spreading any nasty rumors about this, you hear? I don't need your pity, so don't give me that look. Leave already. No loitering. He's having a hard time, guys.
all right!
You got the authorization. We can get to more places now. Okay, this goes back into that main room, right?
Pushing forward.
What level were people when they did this? Okay. We're actually on the higher end of this. Looks like there's like a couple that are like 38 to 41, which is incredibly high for no good reason, but yeah, seems like we're at a fine level for a lot of this.
Here.
Well, this lift should get us back to the entrance. We ought to be able to get it moving with Xanth's key.
Evidently.
It would seem the soldiers utilize this room for breaks. We may rest safely here. Louise's private quarters are still ahead of us. We must go further still.
Here.
Well, looks like they use this place as a break room.
All right.
Perfect, we are soldiers, are we not? Let us take a break.
Be that as it may.
Well, this certainly hasn't been a walk in the park, but I must say, it's nice to take a break somewhere other than the Magla Hollow.
Sure,
Well,
but...
it is a gauntlet runner. I wouldn't expect to find melancholisation here, and yet... what is it, lass? If you've something to say, it'd best we share it now. It's just that this runner has pockets of some oddly dense magla. I can only guess it's because it uses a huge amount of magic to get off the ground. And they're doing experiments on people. Maybe, possibly figuring out how to turn people into humans?
That reminds me.
Norris did mention something to that effect by his assessment that Charadrius brute forces its flight via magic, which seemed to perturb him. Well, it must be dangerous to push magic to its limit like that. We should ask Norris to explain it when we're... Let's not, actually. Well, further speculation does us little good. Let us refocus on the task at hand and the acquisition of the curse's formula.
Let's go!
Okay, so this just takes us back to the entrance, right? So we want to move forward down that hallway, I believe. Let's just double check and make sure. Yep, okay. Okay, looks like we might have two choices here. Path diverges.
Got a sec?
Looks like it splits into a starboard corridor and a port corridor. Either one will take us further in. There's a different area altogether beyond those corridors, so we'll need to find another key if we want to keep moving. Well, whether we choose port or starboard, we shall need to obtain a key from whoever is designated overseer of this area.
Truth is,
About that, I know their names. Those guards told me everything I wanted to know a few drinks in. First is Ceiba, the maintenance chief down the starboard. He's a stubborn bastard with no sense of humor to speak of, but he's a first-rate engineer.
Isn't that...
We heard about Ceiba from the informant, remember? They say his specialty is magic that repels attacks. That one's gonna be the hardest one because we don't have the ability right now. We don't have Tetra Break, so we'd have to get that if we want to do that one. And while he can't repel magic, it won't work too well against him either. We were advised to figure out some way to nullify his barrier. We have a pretty good chance at beating Ceiba if we take that advice into consideration. If you feel we're prepared enough, let's take him on. Well, down the port corridor is Master Sergeant Glaucome. There are whispers that he's gone mad. Best to expect he'll put up a fight. We heard about Glaucome from his informant. His shout is so loud it can daze you. Right, the informant said Glaucome was susceptible to being provoked. If someone can draw his attention, that could help turn the battle in our favor. He's gonna be tough, but we can pull through if we keep the informant's advice in mind. If you're ready, we could try taking him on. Regardless, going through here closes the distance to Louise's quarters. Let's just be careful how we approach this. The captain and I will go in first like we always do. First, we focus on taking out the guards. A moment, please. I cannot continue to burden you with this task each and every time. What if I performed reconnaissance on the starboard corridor myself? Well, if we are delegating tasks, then I would not miss the opportunity to be of use either. Leave scouting the port corridor to me.
Really?
That's great. I feel a lot better knowing you two would be out there. I'll stay put and keep an eye on our rear. Let me know as soon as you've cleared the way. All right, sounds like a plan. Stay on your toes,
All right.
everyone. That just leaves us. We can go down either corridor, so it's your call. There's a different fight at the end of the starboard and port corridors.
What do you think?
what's up?
Would it be helpful to go over the info we have one more time?
Take care of it, please.
Then
I shall scout the starboard corridor. I'd most certainly welcome your aid. Okay, so starboard.
What
Which
now?
one was starboard and which one was which one was which? Okay, so Ceiba is the starboard. I actually might try that one, honestly. But we will need to...
I found new power.
Okay, so there we have the Tetra Break that we need. Max HP increased by 20. Cool. Medium HP recovery, that's nice.
I see. Fascinating.
The Magic Seeker. This is the archetype that I've come to govern after having met you.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the Adept Traveler, a seeker of wisdom who endures countless tribulations in the name of a better future. Ooh, we are chewing through mag, aren't we? That is the power I seek.
Of course.
So be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an Adept Seeker. I hear the voices of past hero souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength greater still. If thou art ready to see the world with new eyes, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the Seeker.
Really?
So this is the power of the Magic Seeker's soul. I shall continue to use this sword and my new magic to its fullest. The Seeker's journey isn't over.
Oh.
I see the number of archetypes you've studied has grown. I am very pleased. My own research is coming along quite nicely thanks to you. It's not much, but please take this as a token of my thanks.
New skills, new possibilities.
Okay, so if we were to do that, we would need to get the skill, which might be expensive. Oof, yeah, we don't even have enough. Okay, well, that's good to know anyway. So we're gonna be a regular Seeker, that way we can still use what we need to here, which is Tetra Break. And then honestly, it seems like we just want to hit them hard, so I'm gonna go...
Swordmaster!
You're gonna go Swordmaster. You're gonna go Brawler. And maybe you can go Thief?
Thief!
Which you've almost maxed out.
Ready?
The starboard corridor is just ahead. You ready?
We're off.
Let's head in. Ooh, this one's much bigger. Straight up maze. Who designed this shit?
Check this out.
Look, Ceiba's quarters. He's the maintenance chief and is apparently in charge of this area. Well, security's really tight here. No way they're just gonna let us waltz through. What the? Oh, it's Izme. Good, I was hoping we'd find him while he was scouting around. Let's rendezvous.
Okay?
So listen, the deal's the same as before. We knock out all the guards and clear the path for everyone. Sneak up on the guards, then ambush them from behind in order to stun
go.
them. I'll help you with my face sight this time too. Let's get to work.
Watch out!
Okay, so it looks like we could start from this direction too if we wanted to.
Yep.
We should be good here.
This is great!
Okay, where does that guy go?
Okay?
Okay, both of them are looking opposite directions.
All right.
Well, there you are. I was beginning to think you might not show. Only a joke, let me guess the situation. We're at a loss for how best to surmount these obstacles, yes? Well, they're not leaving us any openings. Any ideas? Well, I should say so. Watch and learn, my young friend. This is my specialty.
What?
He's just Batman. Literally Batman. Izme, are you nuts?
Stop! Don't move!
What the hell was that? You there, halt. An intruder? Bollocks, I lost him. Well, he's got to be close by. Find him.
Look,
Here come the guards. Now we can get behind them.
let's do it. It'll do, right? Couldn't hurt to take it. I don't like this. I knew! Amazing! Let's do it.
Where did it even put me? Okay. It's a little disorienting.
Right.
Piece of cake. All right, let's meet back up with Heisme.
Impressive.
Well, that does it for those fools. A grand success. We owe you big time, Heisme. Nobody does it quite like you. You flatter me. To be of assistance is all I can hope for. I leave the rest in your capable hands.
All right.
Okay, so we've gotten everybody on this side, I believe.
It'll do, right? Couldn't hurt to take it. Glad that's done.
Well, that should be enough. They won't find us here.
Amazing!
Oh shit. Almost messed that up. Okay, I don't think he's gonna move, so we're gonna have to get him from a different direction.
Wait, stop right there.
Whoops.
Coming, are you?
Captain, they've got your defenses down!
You're finished.
Captain's hurt bad! Let's get him some
Nothing
healing!
else. Coming, are you?
Captain, they've got your defenses down!
Come forth, royal soul! Scout!
Here I come. Come on.
Captain's hurt bad!
Still fight!
Let's get him some
Nothing
healing!
else. Impossible.
Nice one, Captain!
Coming,
Well, that
are
works
you?
pretty well for me.
Let's try this.
There's their weakness! That's your opening, Captain!
Win!
You're finished. Don't expect an easy
Captain,
fight.
they've got your defenses down!
This'll do.
Their weakness!
Come forth,
That's your
royal
opening,
soul!
Captain!
Here I come. Strike.
Captain's hurt bad!
Coming,
fight.
are
Let's get him
you?
some healing!
Scout!
Come, Luis.
Okay.
Amazing!
What now?
Watch out!
Okay, how far do you go, bro? You come around this way or what?
I knew it! Yeah!
And we're done. Are some of the guards snoring? Well, guess we made him comfortable anyway. We've secured our infiltration route, so we're good to go. Let's call everyone over and head to Ceiba's quarters. Hey, there was a piece of loot I needed. Well, here it is. Wonder what his setup will look like. He's alone. We can make it if we move right now.
Isn't that...
We heard about Ceiba from the informant, remember? They said his specialty is magic that repels attacks. While he can't repel magic, it won't work too well against him either. We were advised to figure out some way to nullify his barrier. Our chances of victory are pretty good, so long as we can act on the intel we got. Let's finish this before things
Ready?
get messy. Let's head into maintenance Chief Ceiba's chamber.
Right.
You need to chill out, girl. Like, just chill for a second, okay?
Hey,
Oh, come on. There's an item back there. How dare you? All right, I guess we'll get it after. Fucking rude.
yep. Ready?
All right, let's head into maintenance Chief Ceiba's chamber.
Understood.
Look at this guy.
Get out of here!
I told you, Pillix, I'm in the middle of something. For the last time, bugger off before I... You're not from my division. In fact, I don't recall ever having seen your faces before. Who's your commanding officer?
No faith in your team, huh?
Oh, damn well decide who's trustworthy and who's not. Certainly not feeling the camaraderie coming from that smart mouth of yours.
Quit flapping your lips. If he calls in the troops, we'll be outnumbered and subsequently pulverized. So maybe don't piss him off.
One more chance. What could be so urgent the recruits feel the need to distract me while I'm busy trying to keep this girl running? Any more quips or jabs and there'll be hell to pay.
The truth is,
Well, actually, we would humbly request a favor. We ask that you lend us the key to progress further inward.
What was that?
Lend you the key, I get that, right? How is it that you morons continue to so grievously misunderstand your place here? Let me fill you in, seeing as you're new. The area past this is the bridge, yeah? The brains of the Charadrius. Let me put it in terms you'll understand. Off limits to fresh meat.
Please, we ask for your understanding. The Charadrius is the finest gauntlet runner in the entire kingdom. It's a very rare privilege to have the opportunity to see her every corner.
Oh, so you lot actually appreciate her for the remarkable vessel she is. You've got a good eye. I'll give you that, but the answer's still no. Everywhere's lousy with sneak thieves these days, you see. Everyone's got the stink of Forden about them. Can't just go letting anybody through, hardly knowing where they came from now. Well, power is everything, that's the code here, no? Perhaps we battle and let the results decide? Oh, you're really looking to pick a fight with me? You're no better than any thief then, are ya? You want to dance? Then we'll dance. Make your peace now, maggots. It'll be too late once you're in hell. Well, we've survived a dance or two with death before. We won't see our streak broken by you.
Let's do it.
We'll beat him before the guards outside wake up, just like we did the others. Let's get this over with, quick.
The Judas won't get past me.
You think I'm a stubborn son of a bitch? Wait till you see my magic. I'm as solid as the Charadrius' chassis. It'll be a laugh to watch you sprogs bust your skulls trying to break through.
I lost his voice halfway through.
Insolent little thief! Behold my defensive arms!
He might be stalling for time so he can call for help. This could get dangerous if you don't beat him fast.
Here I come, you brazen crooks! This is the price of your greed! Feast your eyes on some real magic!
Okay, so
to the rear
Unfortunately,
guard!
we've got
I leave
to
it to you.
The
do
freedom
some
of a one.
passes. Then we need Tetra Break.
How about this?
To the fore!
Youngin'.
No holding back! I'll cut you down!
Hit the whistle.
Impossible!
Keep it up, Stroll.
Shut up and get out of my room!
Shut up! Got them right in the
Now
weak spot.
accept your fate. I'll use what I must. I show
Their
no
weakness.
mercy.
Let's set it up!
Kaise?
Horse-drawn carriage deals heavy physical strike to one enemy.
Hold nothing back!
No holding back!
Well, that's ridiculous. I love it.
Their weakness. That's
In the
your
name
opening,
of... Are you
Captain.
prepared? Swordmaster!
Impossible! Feast your eyes on some real magic!
I'll stay my blade.
Oh, power of kings! No, a wise choice.
I'll
Come
drag
forth,
you before
royal
the
sword.
count myself! Shut up and get out
Give
of my
me your
room.
aid!
Okay, let's do heavy.
Show them our might!
I'll cut you down!
Hit their weak point. Keep it up, Stroll.
You whelp.
Not now.
Allies, together.
Not this. With blade in hand!
Hockenberg got them right in their weak spot. Hit their weakness. Nice moves, Heisman.
Feast your eyes on some real magic!
I won't hold back! I've got my own trick!
You
All right, perfect.
Has my age caught up to me?
Satisfactory.
I'll strive for greater heights.
I shall strive to use this power wisely.
Impossible!
Bloody feckin' sprogs. My defenses were solid as steel. And that magic you use, I've never seen anything like it. If this is some sort of new technique, why in blazes isn't Louise's army making use of it?
No.
Well, nothing he shouldn't already be capable of, I assure you, but all the same, you'll be lending us that key now, yes? It doesn't seem you have some skill. You're not working for Forden, are you? It does seem you have some skill.
Yes.
There's not a chance we'd ever fall in with Forden. In fact, we're the ones who besmirched Sanctism's good name at the exhibition just recently. Seems my hands are tied then, but in return you'll keep this to yourself, you hear? We can agree on that, right?
Fear not.
We've no intention of blabbery. Our only wish is to study the runner, pure and simple. Exactly. Come on all, let's head to the bridge.
All right.
Okay, second one down.
Let's go.
All right, key obtained. The bridge is over there. Let's use this and move on to the next area.
Hey,
Okay, so apparently if you miss an item in one of these sections, you don't get to go back. I don't like that. You know I don't like that.
You got that?
Well, all you're doing here on the bridge is observing. Got it. You can sit quietly and watch, but don't touch anything. Still can't believe I lost to an unruly bunch of boot stains. Suppose I can't sit on my laurels.
yeah. Pushing forward.
Okay, to the bridge.
Here.
Hang on, this is familiar. We're in front of the reception room the brother showed us.
Look,
That's the lift to Louise's quarters. Then, per Gallica's reconnaissance, all that remains is to ride the lift.
wait.
Hang on, we can't use the key we have on that lift. We need the officer's key. And they keep that one on the bridge. So, the door at the bottom of the lift, are we safe in assuming it leads to the bridge? Yeah, we head through there, get the key, then Louise's quarters are in sight.
All right.
We are a hair's breadth away. We must secure the formula and break the curse over His Highness. Captain, how about you and I go ahead to the bridge before the others? We're more likely to be questioned if we move as a group.
Then
Well, we shall await your signal and guard our rear flank in the meantime. I managed to learn the helmsman in charge of the bridge is called Cabio. Didn't get much more than that, unfortunately. Cabio watches the bridge when the ship's docked. From what I hear, he's a fan of the songstress Juna, too.
Isn't that?
The informant told us a thing or two about Cabio. Apparently, he once got caught in a nasty thunderstorm, and it messed him up pretty bad. Came away terrified of lightning. He's so averse to it that he has someone else take the helm when the weather gets rough. If he really hates it that much, then lightning magic should do the trick. Let's use this information to help us plan our next move. If you're ready, let's take on Cabio. Well, we'll be all right as long as we take some steps to prepare. Good luck in there, Captain.
Understood.
Got it. Vernacular, let's go once you're ready.
We're off. How about a break?
It's the soldier's break room. How about we take a quick
true.
breather? I would not object. We can only push ourselves so far. All right, we're making good progress.
Knowing that,
We still need to find the officer's key, which is kept on the bridge, after which we will be able to probe Louise's quarters at long last.
Heismay is exactly right. We can't mess up now.
However,
An officer's key, huh? It's likely the same one the Magnus brothers had. Strange that they'd leave it lying around on the bridge.
Well, we heard something about that, remember? One of Luis's officers had it, but he died, and so they left it on the bridge for now.
Mayhap.
He died, you say? Could this key have belonged to Zorba, who we ourselves felled at the Grand Cathedral?
Well, wouldn't that be ironic? Zorba's key will be what gets us into Louise's private quarters.
So?
Well, we can savor the irony after we get our hands on the formula. And that all comes back to the key.
Let's go.
what now?
Okay, chase support, Cyclo Taru.
Mage!
Magic Knight!
Okay, he is so close to maxing that out. Do I just keep him in that and then we'll move him to general? Whoa, indeed. I wasn't expecting them to actually let me go anywhere else.
Come on.
No reason to be out here
Great
when there's
find.
loot.
Keep it.
What are you even talking about? Of course there's a reason to be out here.
I imagine that would be of use.
Cool. So I actually tried installing a mod that turned off this running blur thing. It didn't work though. It was supposed to be super easy to install, and it just simply didn't work for me. I don't know why. I'll have to look into it some more.
It would seem that this lift connects to the entrance. We should be able to make use of it with that key you have.
Okay, so we don't need that right now. This is where we came from, correct? Can we go here? This is the reception room the Magnus brothers showed us before. Looks empty
Got a
now.
moment?
So apparently,
Kaguya watches the bridge when the ship's docked. From what I hear, he's a fan of the songstress
Isn't
Juna,
that-
too.
The informant told us a thing or two about Cabio.
well,
Understood.
so
Hold on, what did,
Isn't that?
so, terrified of lightning. Yeah, okay, that's
Well-
all we needed. The bridge is up ahead. We should find the key for Louise's personal quarters there. Seems like it's safe. There aren't any guards around. Wait, look. There's a window on that door. We can get a look inside from there. Oh, just our luck. Of course the bridge is crawling with soldiers. We'll be spotted for sure. Well, this won't work. No choice but to look for another way.
What's this?
This vent looks promising. You might be able to get through there.
What do you think?
We don't seem to have any other options, so we might as well try. You good with that? All right, but do it quietly, okay? We can't get caught now. We did it. We made it in, but now we have a new problem. What are we gonna do about all of them? No way we can sneak by all these soldiers undetected. Any bright ideas? All you, Gallica.
Huh?
Are you telling me to fetch the key all by myself? No way. For your sake, I hope that was a joke. Call the others. It's not safe to call them over here until we've secured a route. We have to think of another way. Well, I can't take them all. You just want to fight them? I mean, maybe you could take them, but no, that wouldn't work. A fight that big would draw too much attention and Louise would find out about it. Okay.
What?
Maybe a distraction. If we did that, word of it would definitely reach Louise. Wait, that might actually work in our favor. I knew you'd come up with something eventually. Stay hidden. I think the others can help us.
This is bad.
This is the ammunition depot. A fire's broken out and it's gonna blow. We need backup immediately.
Damn it.
Repeat, fire in the ammunition depot, requesting immediate backup.
Oi.
Oh, good God. To me, lads, that fire is priority 1. Tis the, what I meant to say is this is the pantry. We've spotted an intruder. We need reinforcements right away. The fiend ate all of the dried meats, bread, and let's see. Oh, and some salted fish before withdrawing. Send reinforcements immediately.
Oh, come on.
The hell? Did an assassin come on board with an empty stomach or something? Whatever. Let's go get him. To arms.
Give me a hand!
Hell, this is the engine room. The primary engine is out of control. I fear an explosion is imminent. All hands to the engine room on the double. Do not tarry. What in blazes? Now it's the engine room? This whole runner has gone to hell. Let's get over there, quick.
Hey!
Sorry to keep you waiting. How'd it go? Well, looks like their diversions did the trick.
All right!
Now the bridge is all emptied out. The plan worked perfectly. The others should be coming soon. Let's take out this area's supervisor now, while we have the opening. Oh, Lady Juna. How is it that I still long for you when I always hear your voice singing in my head? Well, looks like what we heard was true. He really is infatuated with Juna. The crew here really does love the songstress, don't they?
What's your deal?
What's this? Hang on, what are you doing all the way up here? All the guards are supposed to be responding to the calls for backup. No. Oh, not us. We're new recruits. We've come to tour the bridge and introduce ourselves to our superior officers. New recruits? You mean the ones who Lady Juna spoke to directly? Don't tell me, is she the real reason you're here? I'm in love with her.
Whoa, hold on, mate.
Slow those horses, mate. That is Lord Louise's lady you were talking about. Though I must admit I feel the same. She's bewitched me, body and soul. So you're that kind of fan. Name's Cabio, the helmsman. I'm Lady Juna's most devoted fan. Whole reason I enlisted was so that I could bask in her radiant presence. Even a layabout like me needs to dream big. Mine's to take the Charadrius here way up and sail the starry skies with Juna at my side. Well, seems we've only entered the prologue of his little reverie. Our time runs short. Get the key quickly. You're right. We don't even need to fight him. He's not paying attention, so let me just go ahead and grab it. What the devil is going on over there?
And why am I seeing soldiers without the proper clearance on the bridge?
Huh?
There's another one? You there, state your name, rank, and purpose. I haven't been informed of any troop reassignments.
Understand?
Entering the bridge without permission is a severe violation of regulations. Is this the guy we didn't fight? From the other side? You'd best have a good reason for being here, or else you'll be detained at once. We have permission. Indeed. 'Tis just as he says. We borrowed the key from a senior officer and sought to familiarize ourselves with this runner.
Oh?
That's about the most suspicious story I've ever heard. Hard to imagine a ranking officer simply lending a key to some grunts. I'll need to look into this. I'll have you know that you're speaking to Salva, Chief of the Guards. So once more, state your purpose and know that your life depends upon your answers. Chief, these are those recruits. You know the ones. Wait a second, just what are recruits doing in here anyway?
No.
We simply came to observe. Now that we've pledged ourselves to Lord Louise, we want to know the Charadrius inside and out.
Oh?
Even if that were the case, this is still too strange by half. A pack of new recruits gets their hands on a key while the rest of the crew is dispatched elsewhere. You say you've come to learn more about us, do you? Well then, I'll give you a valuable lesson in how we treat suspicious curs.
Damn it.
Well, the ruse has failed. We have but one course of action now. We need to take them out before the other soldiers return. 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's go.
I'll handle your insolence.
So you mean to resist? Then there is no doubt you are enemy combatants and I've no reason to hold back. I declare you guilty, and I'll be the executioner.
Come at me!
Well, in that case, I've got your back, Chief. Sorry, new guys, but no hard feelings, huh?
I'll not say it again. Military discipline is absolute. I've no sympathy for the kind of insolent devil who disobey a superior officer.
Ha! Right he is. Now brace yourself, you amateur. I'll show you how to handle a real fight.
We have to take both of them at the same time? We'd better take them out fast.
Crush Cabio and Salva in 3 turns or less. Okay.
I'll wipe you out!
I don't know what he's weak to. Ouch, that hurt.
I refuse to die yet!
Someone heal him fast!
Alright, so, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, and in the next one, we'll pick up on this fight. So thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.
I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Vlado101, Bruce Wizzle, Black Mamba 90, Eureka Gecko, Kato Kuto, Shadow Raven, Hannah Kate the Great, Emily Kuzanoa, Philip Downton, Timothy Jansen, Skip, Naya, Turkeyfoot 27, Bean Curry, Nathan McComb, DWJ Media, Craig E. Christian, Black Ren, Barrettscape, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.